Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy. I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we are in the book of First Kings. As you can hear, I'm stuffy. The pollen out there, wow, really high, and my body is not really liking it. So that's all it really is. Ahijah's prophecy against Jeroboam. And remember, the nation is split in two. Rehoboam was a big jerk. So an Ephraimite, Jeroboam, gathered people around him. And just like when the Israelites abandoned David for Sheba, so too that kind of situation is what occurred. But Jeroboam is not really... He made golden calves. So... not such really a spectacular person himself. At that time, Ahijah, because they make it look like that's an... I know it's supposed to be Ahijah, A-A-A-H, all right? But that almost looks like it's a B. Ahijah, or Ahijah, son of Jeroboam, became ill. And Jeroboam said to his wife, "Go disguise yourself so you won't be recognized as the wife of Jeroboam. Then go to Shiloh. Ahijah, the prophet, is there, the one who told me I would be king over this people. Take 10 loaves of bread with you, some cakes, and a jar of honey, and go to him. He will tell you what will happen to the boy." So Jeroboam's wife did what he said and went to Ahijah's house in Shiloh. Now Ahijah could not see. His sight was gone because of his age. But the Lord had told Ahijah, "Jeroboam's wife is coming to ask you about her son, for he is ill. You are going to give her such and such an answer. When she arrives, she will pretend to be someone else." So it really is like that. He knows what your intentions are in your heart, and he will narc you out. So act right. So, when Ahijah heard the sound of her footsteps at the door, he said, "Come in, wife of Jeroboam. Why this pretense? I have been sent to you with bad news. Go tell Jeroboam, this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. I raised you up from among the people and made you a leader over my people Israel. I tore the kingdom away from the house of David and gave it to you. But you have not been like my servant David, who kept my commands and followed me with all his heart, only doing what is right in my eyes. You have done more evil than all who have lived before you." That's a pretty heavy accusation right there. Like, Aaron made a golden calf too. You made him high priest. Gideon was a judge, and he made a gold statue for people to worship too. Now, he is also a son of Joseph, just like Jeroboam. You have made for yourself other gods, idols made of metal. You have provoked me to anger and thrust me behind your back. Because of this, I am going to bring disaster on the house of Jeroboam. I will cut off from Jeroboam every last male in Israel, slave or free. Wow. I will burn up the house of Jeroboam as one burns dung until it is all gone. Wow. Dogs will eat those belonging to Jeroboam who die in the city. And the birds of the air will feed on those who die in the country. It seems Creator's a bit upset. The Lord has spoken. As for you, go back home. When you set foot in your city, the boy will die. All Israel will mourn for him and bury him. He is the only one belonging to Jeroboam who will be buried, because he is the only one in the house of Jeroboam to whom the Lord, the God of Israel, found anything good. That is some very harsh words. If I thought God felt like this about me, oh my goodness. The Lord will raise up for himself a king over Israel, who will cut off the family of Jeroboam. This is the day. What? Yes, even now. Good. A. The meaning in Hebrew for the sentence is uncertain. And the Lord will strike Israel so that it will be like a reed swaying in the water. He will uproot Israel from this good land that he gave their forefathers and scatter them beyond the river. Footnote of B, that's the Euphrates. Because they provoked the Lord's anger by making Asherah poles. C, that is a symbol of the goddess Asherah. You could find that in a bunch of different places in the Bible, not just in this, but they say here and other places in First Kings, I should say. And he will give Israel up because of the sins Jeroboam has committed and has caused Israel to commit. Then Jeroboam's wife got up and left, and she went to Tirzah, Tirzah. As soon as she stepped over the threshold of the house, the boy died. They buried him. All Israel mourned for him, as the Lord had said through his servant the prophet Ahijah. The other events of Jeroboam's reign, his wars, how he ruled, are written in the book of the annals of the king of Israel. He reigned for 22 years, then rested with his fathers, and Nadab, his son, succeeded him as king. Rehoboam, king of Judah. So we're doing the competing kings and how they're doing. Rehoboam, son of Solomon, was king in Judah. He was 41 years old when he became king. He reigned 17 years in Jerusalem, the city of the Lord had chosen out of all of the tribes of Israel in which to put his name. His mother's name was Naamah, Naamah. She was an Ammonite. So, I remember Solomon was not pure Israelite either. He was David, but Bathsheba was a Hittite. Judah did evil in the eyes of the Lord. By the sins they committed, they stirred up his jealous anger more than their fathers had done. They set up for themselves high places, sacred stones, and Asherah poles on every high hill and under every spreading tree. There was even male shrine prostitutes in the land. The people engaged in all the detestable practices of the nations the Lord had driven out before the Israelites. In the 5th year of King Rehoboam, Shishak, Shishak, king of Egypt, attacked Jerusalem. He carried off the treasures of the temple of the Lord and the treasures of the royal palace. He took everything, all the gold shields Solomon made. So King Rehoboam made bronze shields to replace them and assigned these to the commanders of the guard at the entrance of the royal palace. Whenever the king went to the Lord's temple, the guards bore the shield, and afterward they returned them to the guard room. As for the other events of Rehoboam's reign, all in all he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the king of Judah? We don't really know where those two books are, as far as I last heard. But, if somebody has found an article where they're talking about finding them, please do comment it down below, because I'd be very interested in finding those books. There was continual warfare between Rehoboam and Jeroboam. And Rehoboam rested with his fathers and was buried with them in the city of David. His mother's name was Naamah. She was an Ammonite. And Ahijah, his son, or Abijah, his son, succeeded him as king. A, with a footnote on the kid's name. Some Hebrew manuscripts, the Septuagint, that's Greek, Second Chronicles 12:16, and most Hebrew manuscripts have it as Abijam, Abijam. So I'm going to say that's Abijah in this version. And that actually brings us to the end of chapter 14. If you want to find out about Abijah and other kings of Judah or other kings of Israel, you're going to need to come back for the next video, friends.